Hey guys, so hopefully you just saw my premiere and you are coming over here as I go live tonight. Hopefully. Let me get y'all situated just right. Yeah, all my clothes are falling off. This side or this side, it shows the opposite side. But hello. Welcome. If you were over at the premiere, I wanted to make sure that people saw the premiere before doing this live because I wanted to show my year journey on Mounjaro, and I couldn't show everything. I had a lot of things that I wanted to share, but I guess I could share over time. I couldn't share, like I say, everything because it would be so long. The video would be so long, but hopefully you looked at it. If you didn't, you'll get a chance to go back and look at it. My year's journey. And sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes for me, I have to remind myself of how far I've come because, you know, when you've been this size for such a long time, for me, because I've been this size for such a long time, sometimes when I look at myself, I don't see, the totality of the amount of weight that I lost. So, these types of videos help me as well as sharing my journey. So, yeah. But I wanted to talk about Chobani a little bit tonight because I bought some Chobani Greek yogurt. Noosa has been my favorite, but here lately I have been I tried out the Greek yogurt when Chat GPT put up a schedule for me. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. I just made me some dinner, so I'm trying to eat a little bit. I was a little bit hungry. It's a baked potato, and I was weakening, because I'm doing no meat. So I went and got me some Impossible meat. This is real messy. Y'all see that? But that's the Impossible chicken patty. So I have lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, mayo. I just, I loaded it. I'm just gonna take a little bite now and put it away until put it right over here. But it's warm. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Come through, Impossible meat. Okay, let's see. Yes. Oh, hey, Joseph of Shani, how are you? Yeah, I put the video up first. I was going to share it in the live, but I wanted people who don't regularly watch my live, I wanted them to be able to see it as well. So that's really why I posted it separately, also. And again, it was just showing my year on Mounjaro, but excuse me, I went back as far as 2023 just to show how long I have been on this journey. That's been part of my reason for doing this channel, because I wanted to see people who really struggled with weight loss, had ups and downs, roller coaster rides, whether they were on the GLP-1 or not. I just wanted people to see and recognize that it is achievable, even though it's not easy. And once you accomplish your goals, even if you set them and don't hit the goal at the time that you set it, like my goal was to be in the twos by the end of 2025. And now we're in the first quarter of 2026, and I'm still not there, but it's okay because once I get there, it won't really matter. So yes, Traveling T, this is the live. The last one was the premiere. Stella Alouette, how are you? I got a little tongue twisted tonight. Y'all forgive me. So glad to have you in the building. So glad. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Hey, I am Tracy Lee. That's the Queen of Queens right there. How are you? So glad to have you in the building. I always give you your props because I got that from you. Queen, calling everybody Queen. I remember that from your channel. Guys, if you want to share your channel out, you can type protein. I've tried something new tonight, so let's see how it works. You can type protein. And if you type in protein, that should post your channel up. So let's see how that works. If you're a channel member, you can type Queen. Queen, if you're a channel member. Hey, Yvette Millicent, so glad to have you in the building. Everybody is saying hello to everybody. I know you are blessed and highly favored. Yes, I am. I'm trying to get through the chat. Everybody is speaking. L. Lewis, how are you? Are you still having trouble finishing your high protein meals, or is your appetite back to normal? No, I am still having trouble trying to finish my high protein meals for sure. I gotta get my cord. This is I am still having trouble, but the amount of food, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna I have it in the posting queue to share with channel members what Chat GPT gave me to eat, the the meal prep, and it was a lot of food, y'all. I'm kind of mixing and matching with it. That's me just plugging in my charger. Excuse me. And so that's what I'm trying to do, trying to balance it out. But I have been having trouble. Somebody is speaking. Procedure went good. Joseph Shani, you had a procedure. Yvette says, thank you, Lord. I knew it would. I have one next month. The same too. Oh, okay. People are speaking. I don't know what what procedure you had, but thank God it went well. Hey, Queen, how are you? So glad to have you in the building, Felicia Marie. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, y'all, like I said, I just wanted to share that weight loss process for anybody out there who, we have fast responders, we have slow responders, but for, we have people who are on a weight loss journey without the GLP-1. I was on the weight loss journey in 2023 trying to lose weight, and I didn't start my GLP-1 medication until 2025. So I was trying to lose weight, 75 soft, just trying to do different things, low carbs, mostly low carbs. I really didn't come into the knowledge of high protein until I got into the GLP-1 community. And so, hey, Candy K, all day. Girl, I got some in my refrigerator as we speak, the Chobani. I'm going to talk about that in a second. And I went so far as to ask for a refund. And, I was given the refund because it's got some troubles going on. So people are speaking. Please type in protein. If somebody would be so kind as to type in protein, I want to see if that actually works. When you type in protein, because I was playing around and trying something new. If you're a channel member, you can type in Queen and your channel will come up. Absolutely. And if, like I said, you are if you want to share your channel, then you can type in protein. You still should be able to type in Get Low, but I was trying a couple of new things out with playing around with Nightbot. playing around with Nightbot, okay? So yeah. So let me get over here. Let's see. I hope y'all are having a good week so far. I had this out. Let me get this back up. Chobani is being sued. Let me pull it up so I'm accurate. Again, I'm not a doctor, any type of professional. I'm just providing information that's coming from the web or coming from social media. And so there is, in 2025, there was a class action lawsuit against Chobani. And allegedly it has, and I'm going to say this, a lot of food, Chobani is not the only one, but it is allegedly has small plastic particles that are in plastic chemicals that are in the yogurt. Okay. So it's called, it may contain, I'm going to put this word in there, phthalates, let me see, I'm going to put this word in the chat. So if y'all want to look it up, and it's a chemical commonly used only in plastics, but allegedly it causes cancer. So yeah, it's a lot going on. We have to be so careful of what we eat. Okay, let's see. Somebody typed in protein. Thank you. Show some love and subscribe to I Am Tracy Lee. I wanted to make sure that was working. Thank you. I appreciate that. So this is the word. Yeah, I have some. Like I said, I just bought some, and I'll probably show it in my next video because I really like the Greek yogurt. It doesn't have that kind of sour aftertaste. And so I tried it and I really liked it. And then, of course, as we know, social media listens and, you know, and so across my feed came a lawsuit. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. You know, no, I think my daughter told me about it. At first she said it was Okios or Okos. And then she looked it up and said, no, it's actually Chobani. So I'm like, isn't it great? How are you? Let me get back up here in the chat. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I don't want to miss anybody. Oh, good night. Oh, good night, Stella Aluette. I appreciate you so much for being here. I really do. All right, people are speaking. Kendi K says, you better hop to it. Okay, let's see. I Am Tracy Lee says the perimenopause has been a struggle with weight loss. What worked before don't work now. I know that's right. I gain weight when I'm fasting because my body thinks I'm trying to starve it. Yes. And that's also, you know, on the GLP-1, it's more like a stall. It's more like a stall. Okay, thank y'all for typing in the word protein. Your channel should come up. Yes, show some love and subscribe to Wellness with Lisa MBA. Yes. Kendi K says that part. And if you're a channel member, yes, Doses of Shani. Thank you for being a channel member. Subscribe to Doses of Shani. Yes. So, like I said, I was trying something new out. Thank you. You don't see any channel links? They're here. Let me see. Does anybody else not see them? Because I see them popping on through. I see them popping through on StreamYard side, on the StreamYard side. Let me see what's going on. Oh, yeah, they're in here. They're in here on the YouTube side as well. All right, so yeah, I don't know what to say, y'all. I'm just passing on some information. Millicent says, are you kidding? Yes, I have some now. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Losing this grace says there are a million lives tonight. Yeah, I I was, like I said, I did my premiere first because I really wanted to get that video out. Uh it was just important to me to get that out, and I wanted it to go to people who don't always watch my content. I appreciate my loyal people, and but I'm trying to recruit more people. So those of you who have been watching, go ahead on and hit the subscribe button, by the way. So yeah, and the algorithm is pushing me out there, so I'm trying to stay on it. So Kendi says, "Oh man, I prefer mixed berry Chobani over Oak Hills Greek and Pro." Yeah, I tried the Oak Hills. Everybody likes it. So I said I was going to give it another try, but I didn't like it. Maybe it was the flavor that I picked, but I really did not like it. YouTube streets got you running around. Oh my, I'm gonna have to go back and watch some replays. So no, they are not doing a recall, but they have been sued. She said, I don't have enough screens. Oh my gosh. It's kind of like that whole popcorn issue. I remember when the microwave popcorn industry, one of those got sued because whatever the fake butter was causing like throat cancer. Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember that. Yeah, plastic particles in it. So yeah, let me get back over here and let me see. Let me read the notes. So yeah, I put that in there. I'm gonna put this in here again. This so if y'all want to look it up, y'all can definitely, go and look it up. This is what they're saying. You had some today. The plastic. She said I had some today, losing the grace, and the plastic was yummy. Yeah, yes, it's something in everything, Joseph Shani, unless you grow it yourself. I have four, Felicia. I have four. I bought the 4-pack of Chobani, and I just haven't eaten it. Like I said, I asked for a refund. Walmart gave it to me, no problem. I was going to return it. They said keep it. So I'm like, so I don't know what to do. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to eat it. That's your ride or die. Felicia said, okay, so I'm gonna have to give them another try. I have to. But I like the Greek flavor because it just doesn't have that sour aftertaste. Kendi K says, yes, I don't know about this time of day. It's like splitting hairs with so many folks that we know. And yeah, it becomes difficult. Like I said, I'm just gonna have to catch some of the replays. You do the Dan and Light and Fit, but you used to do. Okay. All right. So let's see. So, oh yeah, I was going to put that word back in there one more time for people who are just coming in. If you didn't see what it is, this is what it is right here. So y'all can look that word up and see what it's all about. That's what they're claiming is in there. Yes, Kitty K says we need to grow our own food. Tracy Lee says this food is crazy right now, even down to them adding lead on the seasonings. I'm doing just that, growing my own food and dehydrating. Cool, my grown onions for onion powder and garlic powder. That's cool. You gonna sell that? Are you gonna package that, Queen? Cause that is good. Yeah, onions and garlic I found are easy to grow. I got to get back out there in my little container garden this year. Kendi says I'm going to pray over my food and keep it moving because at least it didn't make me nauseous. I'm not. I'm laughing inside joke. Yes, I get it. I get it. Mm-mm. Hey, so glad to have you in the building on tonight. You for eat. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Lisa. Like I really like Activia. That's good enough for me because I know it has all those probiotics, and so it's really doing something. 000 and Pro for me, but I also like to try other brands. Yes, yes, indeed. So I don't know. Auntie Mama is saying blessings. Again, you can type in protein. If you're a channel member, you can go ahead and type in queen or king. If Grant is still here, or king. Yes, I love to add toppings to it because it's all about the texture in addition to the flavor. So I definitely need like something crunchy, crunchy. So here it is, April 2025. A class action lawsuit claims that Chobani yogurt products may contain uh, phthalates or whatever that word is. Let me get Google to pronounce that. Let's see. Pronounce this because I don't know. Pronounce this word for me, please, Google. Let's see if we can hear it. Oh, we don't have a Oh, okay. I'm about to say, y'all, we don't have a pronunciation. Let's see. I didn't hear that. Did y'all hear that? Hold on. Did y'all hear that?
Sally.
Hold on. Did y'all hear that?
Sally.
Hold on. Did y'all hear that? Okay. Dolly. That's what it is. Dolly. That's how it's pronounced. Dolly. The whole PH is not even present. Okay. So that's where we are with that. What else does it say about it? The allegation, independent testing reportedly detected 4 types of phthalates or phthalates in some yogurt samples. The lawsuit argues this conflicts with Chobani's marketing claim of only natural ingredients. It was found in the non-fat plain yogurt and the whole milk plain yogurt. They are plastic softening chemicals used in packaging. Some researchers link them to hormone disruption and reproductive issues. Say what? The claim is that the chemicals may have leaked from plastic containers into the yogurt. Again, this is not the first time hearing about this type of thing. You know, the plastic plastic particles in the containers that are, leaking into our food. Even when we use certain things, containers to microwave, that happens. Okay, so important. A lawsuit does not mean the claim is proven yet. Courts still have to decide. So this lawsuit was in April of 2025, and they still haven't decided. Okay. Okay, another lawsuit challenged Chobani's zero sugar yogurt label because the product contains allulose. Technically, allulose isn't sugar. It's a sweetener, but it's not sugar. And a federal judge dismissed that lawsuit, ruling that the label complies with FDA guidance. Is there a recall? No. Let me say again, there is no recall that is related to this lawsuit. Okay. The case is mainly about false advertising and consumer disclosure, not letting people know. Okay. So again, the reality is that these particles are found in many packaged foods. Okay. And so you have to kind of decide because you don't know how much is seeping in, how much you're taking in. It's so sad. Let me get back over here to the chat because I'll go down the rabbit hole. Let's see what's going on. Don't forget to thumbs up the live for me when you come in. I appreciate that so much. question is, are you still going to eat the Chobani? Who's still going to eat the Chobani? Type a yes or a no. Especially if you have some in your refrigerator. As Grace said, the plastic tastes good. Who is still going to eat the Chobani? I mean, again, like Kendi K said, we need to just pray over everything, ask God to shield us and protect us, because, you know, you don't know what you're eating. You just, you know, you just don't know. So I'm asking chat what other foods may have these plastic particles in them, because it's not just Chobani, you know, if we want to be honest. It's a lot of foods that have them now. I don't know if they're being sued or if it's revealed or what. Okay. Yes, bottled water, bottled soda, sports drinks, protein shakes. Plastic bottles can release microplastics and phthalates, especially, here it is, especially if exposed to heat or sunlight. That's why when you buy the cases of water, you're not supposed to leave them in the car. I've done that. We have to be mindful of that, and that's being passed on into our body. And of course, our bodies are like, we don't know what to do with this. What is this? We have no idea. All right, so let me go back up here. Wait. What was something else it said? Studies have found hundreds of microplastic particles in some bottled water samples. I am so over buying bottled water. I mean, I just feel like going back to the old-fashioned way and just boiling my water and then adding lemon to it or whatever I want to add to it. Whatever electrolytes I want to add to it. But I'm just about, because all the plastic who knew that bottled water would be like $1 billion thing? Like all of the plastic that is going out into the, the dumpsters and the, whatever you call those things where the stuff is dumped. I mean, if it could be recycled a lot, but we know that's not happening. So, but plastic is a lot of it found in the plastic water bottles. Seafood, shrimp, mussels, oysters, and sardines. Fish and shellfish often ingest microplastics that are in the ocean. Oh, so sad, so hurtful. I have mussels in my freezer, and yes, I'm going to eat them. Like losing it, Grace, plastic and all. I don't know if I'm going to eat the yogurt, but I'm definitely going to eat the mussels. Somebody might say, well, what difference does it make? I don't know. It's just how I feel. I don't know, but I'm going to eat my mussels. I'm already, like I said, not eating meat. Shellfish are particularly high because you eat the entire organism, including the digestive tract. That is really bad. Okay. Other things that is found in sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, table salt. Microplastics are found in seawater, and so when the salt is harvested, the particles can remain. This is really like a downer. I didn't want this to be a Debbie Downer live, but it is really like a downer. Several global studies found plastic particles in most sea salt brands tested. I mean, really, what do we do? What do we do, guys? Ultra processed packaged foods, yogurt, cheese slices, microwave meals, chips, and protein bars. We talked a little bit about protein several months ago about like lead and something else. I can't remember, but I did a live on it of stuff found in the protein bars and the protein powder and some of the bars. So we just basically have to get away from using plastic containers, even, especially like if you microwave with plastic containers. You know, it's a process. I do have several glass containers that I like to use. Let's face it, plastic is easier and convenient, but going into that dishwasher with that high heat, hot water, probably loosening some of the particles. It's just like once you see it, once you hear it, you can't unsee it and you can't unhear it. So the question is, what are you going to do about it? That's the question on the floor. What can be done and what are you going to do about it? I hope I'm not frozen. Because my live, what is happening? All right, let's see. Let's see. Because it looked like it was frozen. Okay, now I see what's going on. Oh, man, I'm way up in the chat. Let me see if I missed you. Because I think I was stuck. So I'm going to kind of go backwards. Auntie Mama is saying, absolutely. Kendi K says, it's a downer. Can you take us on a photo shoot or play a game with us? Oh, my gosh. Thank you for your loyalty. Plastic and all, honey. Grace, you are too funny. People get mad if you offer bottled water at meetings. Oh, wow. JC is in the building. I'm kind of going backwards here. And it's about to get worse since several regulations have been terminated in the last year. But this is the choice we made. Uh-oh. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Yes. Okay. Kendi K says, on the West Coast, people rarely use bottled water anymore. We tote reusables everywhere. Yes. I definitely. Now, this is metal on the inside. I didn't buy this. My daughter bought it for me. I would never buy a water bottle that costs this much. No. But you can, this is the 40-ounce one, which amounts to about 35 ounces in actuality, in my humble opinion. But yeah, this is a lifesaver for me because when I take it to work, I drink 2 of them. Now, the only thing I have to practice is, well, I drink 1 by the time I get off and I'll fill it up again to bring it home. So then that's my 2. So if it's a full 40 ounces, then that's 80 ounces of water. I usually put it in as 35 because I do put ice in and I put lemon in here before I leave and get my filtered water at work. So this is the lifesaver. I just need something a little bit lighter because this joint is heavy. You carry this around. They do have a 20-ounce one, but if you carry it around all day, it's heavy. And the little kids, they give me stickers to put on it. They're so cute. They are so cute. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think a container of any kind helps, really and truly. Oh Lord, when you're too tired to get up and take your daily meds. Yes, welcome to GLP-1. Let's see. I'm going backwards in the chat because let me see. JC says, consider how we refuse to acknowledge our contributions to pollution. You got that right. How do we fix things we don't want to regulate? Yes. So it's so true. It is 100% true. We have, we of course have recycle, but our the guys that, the garbage guys, the trash guys, recycle guys, whoever they are that come around, honey, they will check your trash. Yes, they will. You better not have a plastic bag of trash in your recycle container because they will kindly hit you with a note and won't take it. Anything that's in, they don't check it every time, but they do check randomly. So anytime it's anything in there, if it's a plastic bag, it should be clear so that they can see it has boxes or paper or whatever, but no black trash bags or nothing like that. They will kindly say no. So it's helping us, as a community. You're gonna get tagged. But yeah, people don't always readily recycle, and the recycling companies usually tell us that the majority of the stuff that people put in recycle is not, recyclable. So just have to be more conscious of it. Absolutely. But I'm so over buying water. I really am. I had one of those, what do you call it, Bria filters, the filter pitcher. I don't know where it is, but yeah, we used to fill that up. And I mean, you could see when the filter got dirty, you just change it. I might go back to that and try to find that or either buy another one. Felicia says, I'll eat the last two I have and then call it quit. You don't like Chobani. Okay. Okay. Yes, I'm going to eat what's in the fridge. Mercy. Mercy. Yes. JC says a lot of things have plastic. Okay, so I asked the question. Yes, Kendi K says, I feel like Kim just ran us around the school in full uniform because the bus wasn't here yet. Oh my gosh. Yep. Tracy Lee said no. And that said yes. Yeah, I'm gonna eat. I want to eat my mussels, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna eat my other stuff. Okay, let me see what's going on. Let me back up. I'm trying to play catch up. Auntie Mama said, what are we going to do? Kendi K said, Kim done pulled a full-on FDA. Drug Administration, help us, Lord. Let's see. Look at JC's avatar repping Texas on the flag. Okay. I'm going to have to see that. You drink water from my 64-ounce too. Yes. Yes, indeed. And, that's the way to go. And a lot of states are not doing plastic bags anymore. I think we're on our way. Maryland is like that. The last couple of times when I went to Maryland, I went to go buy something. You had to buy a bag, and of course it was a paper bag. But yeah, they don't even put your food in bags anymore. You better come with those little. Right now they're $1 everywhere you go. Family Dollar, Dollar General, the grocery store, Food Lion. You can get the little reusable bags. I forgot literally about 10 of them, and I don't ever think about them until I'm in my car on my way to the grocery store. I have kept 1 or 2 in there, but not like I should. And you definitely need them when you go to Aldi, because you could buy bags at Aldi or you just put everything in a box. Y'all know that. But yeah, Maryland, you can't get a bag anymore. You better, when they say BYOB, bring your own bag, okay? Not your own brown bag, but bring your own bag, okay? Yvette says, yes, the ramifications of our choices. Rooster coming home to roost. Help us. Kendi says, Kim ran a test on her family. You know it's true. You know it's true. Listen, the bottle of water is 16.9, and I was able to put 2 of those in there with a little bit left. But that's why I say I use it as 35, because I put ice in there. Between the ice and a couple of lemon slices. Oh, you're welcome. You know you're my girl, Kitty K. You are my girl around the world. I am much more aware of my carbon footprint, our collective carbon footprint. Okay. Okay. Felicia says, California has 0 plastic bags, paper or reusable. Yeah, so that's another state like that. Like I said, I think we're on our way. I think North Carolina's on the way. 20 ounces my limit. I told a small reusable, and when I finish that water, that's my cue to leave. Yeah, I try to get through one of these before I leave, and I usually do. and then I'll fill it up again. Yes, and see, that's what I like, because I will put ice in here, probably this much, when it's time for me to go home, and then put my water in here, maybe a little bit more, but that ice lasts all night, okay? I can add more water to it. You can't get bags on the West Coast, but you're going to pay for them. Right, even at Saks and Macy's. Now, that's wild. Yeah, I didn't think about that, the regular stores. And you remember, see, I'm old school. And this is how times have changed. This is how life changes. You know, listen, you better not. When I was a kid, when I was young, teenager, whatever you want to call it, you better not come out of a store without a bag. I don't care if you bought a pack of gum. You better not. Not better not. You bet not. You bet not come out that store without a bag. Because that meant you stole it if you came out without a bag. What in the world? Now you could go out with an arm full of stuff, okay? Your arm, if you don't have a bag, you don't pay for a bag, and you don't bring a bag with you, you coming out with an arm full of stuff, okay? All right, let's see. Coffee and tea bags, number 5. Plastic-based tea bags. A 2019 study found one tea bag could release billions of microplastic particles when steeped. What in the world? A plastic tea bag? I've never even heard of that. A plastic tea bag. Microplastics have been detected in chicken, beef, and pork. Possible reasons: animal feed contamination, plastic exposure during processing. Well, you know, again, that I know one of the things for me with even like salt and pepper and cheese, shredded cheese, they were talking about how much sawdust and particles were in the shredded cheese. Oh, we ought to be thin because we can't eat nothing. And then how much stuff was in the ground pepper. So, of course, I started buying the pepper that the peppercorns, and you can grind it yourself until we had a grinder that break. And then when you buy the little cheap ones in the grocery store, you turning those forever and ever. So then you can buy super ground pepper or like pepper flakes that are not so ground. You know, it's a mess. It's a whole entire mess. Fruits and vegetables. Researchers have detected microplastics in the fruits and vegetables, apples, carrot, lettuce, broccoli, because of contaminated soil, irrigation water, plastic agricultural coverings. You won't find that in JC's garden, okay? Hello. Scientists still don't fully understand the long-term health impact of these particles. I bet you don't. I just bet you don't. How about they're called free radicals, maybe? I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a scientist, okay? The amounts are typically very small. This is a global environmental issue, not a single brand. So, hey, if I'm going to drink the bottled water, then I guess I can eat the Chobani. I don't know. You see how I've gone full circle? Okay, so here's some ways to reduce the possibilities. Here's the good news, Kendi. Use glass or stainless steel water bottles. Glass or stainless steel. Avoid heating food in plastic containers. Yeah, well, we all know that. Absolutely. Choose fresh foods over ultra-processed foods. Store food in glass containers. Okay. Definitely. I'm going to put some glass containers in my product suggestions. I do have some. Okay. Yeah, and that's what we have to do. Yes. So, guys, let me see what y'all saying. Let's see what you're saying. Woo, 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 woo. Let's see. Peppercorns. Thank you. I am Tracy Lee. Thank you. Peppercorns. It's a hot mess out here. A hot mess. Okay. Johnny says Costco usually has the good glass containers. Yeah, I think I bought my last set on Amazon. You know, just the convenience of Amazon. And then I had my little. Do y'all have a straw topper? I have to order some more. I had a bunch of them, and then I started giving them away because I was walking around the school and people didn't have straw toppers. And then my straw topper fell. I'm just like, I know what it comes from. It comes from my childhood. So my my straw topper fell on the ground. I went looking for it and I saw it and it was on the ground and I just couldn't. I knew I would never be able to pick it up and use it again. Okay. So yeah. Even if I washed it, boiled it, or whatever, I was just like, I have to buy another one. So I've got to go online. You know, you get a pack of them for about $5.99. Kim J, sweet, healthy life. So my childhood, I used to suck my thumb really, really bad when I was a kid. My grandparents, they did everything. They were just like a little brutal, but I love them dearly. They used to, I was allergic to peanut butter. So they used to put peanut butter, wrap it up, put peanut butter on my thumb, put hot sauce on my, well, first it was my two fingers. So then when they would try to stop me from, you know, sucking my fingers, I started sucking my thumb because it was like this. So tried to wrap it up, everything. That was when I lived with my grandparents. So at 8, I moved with my mom in New York. And literally, I used to suck my thumb until, I don't know, about 5th grade, 6th grade, somewhere along in there. And I had a dog. And I used to have to walk the dog, take the little dog outside and walk it. And one day, because some poop got on my thumb, okay? I think the dog pooped in the house and I had to clean it up and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that dog poop got on my thumb. And I just, that was the cure. That was the cure. I could never do it again. Never, ever, ever. Okay? That's my story for tonight. Let's see. I left my cup at my son's game. Snow have to buy another one. That cup was $40. Yeah, yeah. And I'm such a germophobic. Like I have to take my cup everywhere because if I leave it in somebody's classroom or go to the bathroom and come back, I can't do it because I don't know if the kids have touched it, if somebody has bumped it. You know, you just don't know. So I definitely got to get another topper. Other than that, I take it everywhere. You know, so yeah, don't ask because I do. When I go into the restroom, I put it right on the sink on the side because I can't leave it in the classroom. I can't do it. I can't. Okay. No, I can't do it. But if you had a glass container, but the lid is plastic, what's the difference? Yeah, that's a valid point. You just ruined the Stanley Cup, kid. You just ruined the Stanley Cup. Straw is plastic. Top is plastic. Oh, well, maybe it's not as many particles, okay? The good old Stanley Cup. I know, right? You know, listen, my daughter got that for me for some day. Straight way in immediately. Yes, indeed. Yes. Oh, straight way and immediately. I got you. Listen. So, you know, again, it pays to pray. For real, for real. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Microplastics, we know in the Netherlands. Oh, that was another thing I wanted to talk about. I'm just gonna mention it tonight because I'm gonna get up out of here. Did y'all know that type 3 diabetes in other countries is what we call Alzheimer's? In other countries is called type 3 diabetes. I did not know that. You know, these things keep coming across my feed. I was like, what? And of course I asked my daughter, not Thor, but I asked her because she know a lot of stuff. I did not know. I found that to be amazing that in other countries, type 3 diabetes is what we call Alzheimer's. So I feel like we know it's directly related to diabetes or insulin resistance or too much sugar in the brain, whatever. But I mean, unfortunately, the US is not about, um, how can I say? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's not about holistic health. It's about it's about providing you a band-aid for whatever is bothering you. That's pretty much what it's about. I was thinking that, yes, Kim J, I was thinking that you probably knew about that. That's amazing to me. I just cannot believe it. Miss Nikki, how are you doing? So glad to have you in the building. I was just so shocked to hear about that. Like, that's wild. That is absolutely wild. So, we just have to be mindful of all the sugars. And I'm at the head of the sugar line because my sweet tooth is the first word that came to my mouth that I dare say. My sweet tooth is demonic. Okay. That's how bad my sweet tooth is. I may not be hungry. I may not have a desire to eat. I may not be able to finish all the protein that Chat GPT, aka Thor, has provided for me. But honey, if you put a cookie in front of me, it's going down. All right. It's going down. So I really have to work on that and pray about it and fix it. Yeah, it's about big business. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Allegedly, Kendi K, Alzheimer's is related to diabetes, allegedly. Yes. Yes, we were talking about Chobani has like plastic particles, microplastic particles in it. Well, in the container, and they allegedly seep into the yogurt. But it's not that's not the only thing, Miss Nikki. It's a whole bunch of stuff. But there was a class action lawsuit against them. That's why I brought it up. Yeah, so listen, yeah, because my sweet tooth is out of control. I really need, I really have to work on it. I have to work on it. And I really want y'all to watch my video that I put up, my premiere, and leave a comment because I'm not going to lie. I don't know if y'all watch y'all videos. I watch my videos, because I want to improve. But I watched that video, no lie, about 4 times because I was taking in my process, like, and looking at my before and after, the process of my weight loss, and again, when you've been this size for a long time, sometimes you don't see yourself smaller, and I know that I still have a long way to go, but I've come a long way. And I guess it was real for me and scary for me because my last weight, excuse me, in my last video, I think I showed y'all my last weight was 301.8. I was down 1.2 pounds. I haven't weighed myself since then. I weighed myself one time, but I haven't recorded my weight since then. And it was the middle of the day. I had on clothes. I was up a few pounds, but I was literally, no lie, I was literally scared because this thing of getting to my goal and self-sabotaging is a real thing in my life. It's a real thing. Now I have gotten past the 350 mark, so now I have to get down to the 299, and this is the second time that I've been so close. So I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm worried, I'm panicking, and I'm treating myself with sweets. So, this week I'm trying to focus on not doing that. And I've been a little liberal with myself because I'm not eating meat. One thing has nothing to do with the other, but that's what we tell ourselves. And I'm just being transparent with y'all. Part of my process is to talk about it so I could get through it. But when I saw how every time I got close to my first goal of, the 350, I would stop weighing myself and start eating again. I mean, it was crazy. So I am so, 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 so grateful. I'm getting ready to get into the chat. I'm so grateful for the GLP-1 medication. I fought it. I didn't want to try it. And I'm glad I did. And I'm upset that I didn't try it sooner. I tried Ozempic and it worked. But I should have tried something different after Ozempic, which was in 2022. And I would have been further along. But woulda, shoulda, coulda. My daughter, Shelly Fontaine, she's getting ready to get on the GLP-1. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I'm going to bring her on with me. And I hope she restarts her channel back up. But yeah, let me get in the chat and see what's going on. Let me get over here. People are speaking. Tracy said not to body. Girl, that sweet tooth is a battle. Do you hear me? Paul said, that which I want to do, I don't want to do. That which I want to do, I don't do. And that which I don't want to do, I do. Hello? Thank you. Thank you, Kendi K. It's been a journey. Some people lose. I'm down like 89 pounds or maybe a little bit more. My highest weight was 394. I'm at 301. So technically that's 93 pounds. But for some people that took a year. For some people that took a year and a half. That doesn't really bother me. They said Luther Vandross went to the Apollo 7 times. Okay, so we love Luther, period. So it doesn't really bother me. I'm so happy that I have stayed on the journey, and I'm happy that I am taking the medication because I know for a fact that it is helping me. And Felicia Marie, if you're still in the building, I'm leaning towards the possibility of, hey, I might have to be on this for the rest of my life, and I'm okay with that. I just might have to. But I thought I was going to be in and out in a year. I know that's not happening. I already know that. And I'm okay with that. It's been over a year, of course. But, I'm okay for 2 years, maybe even 3. Did y'all watch Real Journal Talk with V? She's a quiet storm. That's what I call her. She's a quiet storm. She was over there talking about maintenance. And she said, listen, whatever you're struggling with right now while you're on the medication, you need to get it together before you get to maintenance. Because maintenance, she was explaining how it was a completely different thing. And I was like, because I had her on listening. Then when she said that, I was like, let me get over here to my computer and see what she's saying. I was hearing what she was saying, but I was like, let me get over here and see. Because she was saying, it's a different type of thing. You're not looking for the scale to go down when you're in maintenance. You're looking for it not to go up. So, you got to make sure. Y'all got to go over there and check it out. She can say it way better than I'm trying to say it. All right, let's see. Kim J says, yes, Queen. You have done well. Brace yourself. Yes. Thank you so much. God is with you. We are too. Yes, indeed. But sometimes, I got to give my own self tough love. Kim J says, congratulations. For the first time, I've been scared to weigh myself after my first Zepbound shot on Friday. I weigh every day. Yeah, I did that 1 week, weighed myself every day. It was very frustrating. So, yeah, I was just trying to shock myself into losing. I agree, Kendi K. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Listen, I'm grateful. I am so grateful. Miss Nikki, self-sabotage is so real. I battle with it too. Thank you, Miss Nikki. I know I'm not alone, and I know you've lost a tremendous amount of weight. It is real, but the process of it was what was blowing my mind, and I'm here yet again. My last weight was, like I said, 301. And I literally, because I get on the scale Sunday or Saturday, usually Sunday, try to push that video out for y'all Monday, my weekly update. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I knew that I had been snacking more. I felt like I had been rewarding myself with food. And my daughter was even trying to check me, like, who want to check me? But my daughter was like, now, Mom, you are so close. She was like, you can starve yourself for one day. You can fast for one day and get to $2.99. And here you are, you got some chips. I was like, girl, don't do it. I don't need you to call me out or check me out on my self-sabotage. Let me get this process going because I'm used to rewarding myself with food. Y'all, listen, I can't even tell y'all how I feel right now, all right? I can't even tell y'all, okay? I could, but I won't. You know, my vices are few. Let me put it that way. My vices are few and far between, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Read between the lines. I like talking things out also, sometimes for understanding process feelings. Yes, Kim J, I do. This, speak of the devil. No, speak of Moses. This is Tony. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm okay. Okay, still alive.
I know that's right.
Still alive. How was your day?
My day was good. My day was good. I got you on live. The YouTube universe is listening to our conversation. You have anything you want to say?
Oh, hello, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're doing okay. I'm glad.
Yes. Well, everyone have a great evening. Can I talk to you soon?
All right, you call me back in about 5 minutes if you want. I'm here.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Okay.
All right. Love you. That was Tony. That was Tony. He'll call me. Okay, let's see. Stay the course. It's a journey, one day at a time. Kendi K. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kim J says, I was weighing daily also, Kendi K, and it's okay as long as you don't let it get to you when the scale doesn't go down. I wish the best for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Miss Nikki says, Queen, what you said reminded me of Romans 7:15. I do not understand what I'm doing, for I do not practice what I wish, but I do what I hate. Yes. Bring the amplified version on in, okay? Bring it right on in so it can illuminate us for real. Absolutely. And that's, that's a reality. And I think, people don't understand it, whether it's food or whatever it is. People don't understand it until they're in the process of it. And so me watching myself after I put that video together about my journey, because of course I want to lose weight. I want to get in the twos. I want to be smaller and healthier. Listen, y'all, I'm 67 years old. I know I don't look it. And I'm going to get a little facelift. Look at that. I'm going to get that right there one day. But yeah, listen, I'm in a race. Okay. I'm in a race. I'm going Friday to get my DEXA scan so they can tell me about my bone density. So I'm in a race here. Kudos to all of you beautiful young people that's working on your body now. That's what my mother told me in my 40s. I was headed to my 50s. I said, I didn't really listen to you that much, but now I'm ready to listen. Give me some good advice. And guess what she said? I was about 48. She said, all that food you've been eating is about to catch up with you. You better get your health in order. I'm like, this lady, I thought you was going to tell me something I could handle. And that's what she told me. And here we are, just about 20 years later. Evidently, I didn't listen. Okay, so I'm telling y'all. Auntie is telling you. Get that weight in order, okay? Because, honey, them knees are going to be like, I'm tired. I'm tired. I've been carrying you and your friends, for a long time. Your friends, the weight, the excess weight. I've been carrying y'all for a long time. I'm tired. Not tired. I'm tired. I'm ready to give up, give out on you. So you better get it together. All right, here we go. Let me see. True Candy K. Somebody is agreeing. Doses of Shani says, when I was at 200.8 for 2 days, it drove me nuts. I thought about starving myself for a day. I know, but I didn't. I know, right? Yeah. You know, we could call it alternate day fasting. We could do that. we could give it a name so it's not starving. Alternate day fasting. Yeah, I feel you 100%. Don't forget, you can type protein if you want to share your channel. And if you're a channel member, you can type queen or king. And that will put you out there as well. All right. My featured guest on my website this month is Grant. My featured channel member is Grant. So if you go check out my website, lowcarbqueen.net, you can see Grant and his lovely wife. Tracy Lisa, hi, Tony. Yes. My poor little Tony. Yes, yes, ma'am. I am. I am 67. My birthday is in October. I will be 68 for real. Auntie, all right now, Queen. Yes, that's great to get your DEXA. Yeah. So I'm going to find out. MJ said, listen, the team, Mama knows. Oh my gosh. Listen. Yeah, so I should have listened to her more closely because knee pain is real. Knee pain is real, ankle pain is real. You got to get those joints moving in the morning. To get your day started. And so the more you get that done now, the less work you'll have to do when you get my age. For real. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all being here so much. For those of you who don't know, that was my husband. We are still technically married. That's my husband, Tony. He's in a nursing home, rehabilitation center. He calls me about 2-3 times a week. And yeah, so my heart goes out to him. But yeah, that's another conversation. Moving and stretching, absolutely. Moving and stretching. You have to do that in the morning. Absolutely. But guys, I appreciate y'all for being here with me and hanging out with me. Y'all are the best. The best of the best of the best. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to get on out the way, okay? And I will see y'all in the YouTube streets. Thank you so much for being here. Low Carb Journey, Low Carb Life with your Low Carb Queen. And remember, every day is a new beginning. Bye-bye.